Hey everybody, you found the Hillbilly Voodoo channel. We have two new additions to our family today. We have twins. They're Colchester lathes. It's kind of one of those deals where you come and get them right now, right now, and you can have them for, well, I'm not going to tell you what I got them for, but anyways, they're twins. They have seen better days. Not 100% sure if they run properly, but I'm pretty sure we can make one good one out of the two with a little bit of hillbilly voodoo, and maybe if we're really lucky we can make two out of the two with some hillbilly voodoo. The problem that we currently have is, in order to get them home, I had to do some creative hauling with my truck and trailer. There's another piece of equipment on there that we also picked up. I'll show you that on another video. And the creative hauling was, we don't really have a machine big enough to unload them. We got them onto the trailer fine, but getting them off was kind of a clown show. I managed to back them up to a bit of a bank here in the middle of the driveway and drag them off the trailer with my hydraulic helper here. Problem with my hydraulic helper is she's a little bit too small to actually lift these things or pack them. And my Bobcat there, well, it just isn't up to the task either. So how are we going to get these things from here way down there into that shop? Well, the only thing that I can really think of is to put wheels on them. Yeah, that might be kind of a stupid thing to do, but it's the only thing I can really come up with right now. So what are we going to have to do to put wheels on these things? I have some trailer axles around and some steel. And yeah, I think we'll throw some things together and stick wheels underneath them so we can at least get them into the shop and see if they work and see if they run. Follow along on this adventure and see what we end up coming up with. Well, I might have lucked out here and I might not have to build anything. This here is my log hauler, so I can lift logs up and pull them out of the bush and down to the sawmill without dragging them through the dirt. And it is just wide enough that I should be able to remove the splash shield on the back of here, slide it over the top to about here, lift it up here, have the hitch end out there, and I should be able to wheel it down the driveway. Now I'll have to remove that splash shield, and I have to cut these little log holder things off to get those out of the way so that I can put the lathe underneath here, sling the lathe just like I would sling a log, and hopefully those tires and those axles will hold. I think that lathe weighs 2,600 pounds. I've packed some logs that are 18 feet long by 30 inches around, oak, with this thing, and they're probably more than 3,000 pounds anyways. So I don't know, is this gonna work? I guess we'll cut those pieces off of there and find out. And we're gonna cut these pieces off of here that the log used to sit in, and hopefully we're gonna make this thing into a good lathe hauler and not a not good lathe hauler and a crappy log hauler. So let's chop them up. don't really remember how well I welded these on here, so maybe we'll just whack them with a hammer a few times and see what happens. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just tacked them on there in a few spots just to guide the log. So. I'm gonna get lucky and this side will just kind of fall off too. Cool. I'm gonna leave all those nice sharp edges all over there so that when I cut myself, I'll have an excuse to be cutting myself. Got this log hauler, now lathe hauler, over the top here. It's slung up. I got the chain running underneath the bedway. It's off the ground about, I don't know, 8-10 inches or so. And I got the front chained up here. Now I'm going to pull the excavator around, hook it to the end of this thing, and hopefully we don't have a lathe screwing off down the driveway by itself. Is this a good idea? Well, I probably wouldn't try it if I was you, because this looks really stupid, but if it works, I guess it'll be a brilliant idea, and if it doesn't work, well, I guess we're going to have to figure something else out. I got you guys set up here on the tripod so you can watch this performance, and so that if I die, there's at least a witness to my stupidity. So here goes. Let's see how this thing's gonna move. went rather uneventful. Doesn't look like we damaged anything. It's still sitting where it should be, and it's not smashing into the chuck or nothing. And yeah, it's kind of nerve-wracking, but it worked. It's kind of cool. Didn't have to build anything. Managed to solve a problem that I didn't really know how I was going to solve, but everything worked out okay. Now all I have to do is clean out that super messy shop. I currently have a sawmill in there that is not being used because all it does is make a whole lot of sawdust inside the shop, and that's not a cool thing. So I'll take the sawmill out and move it out here somewhere, put both the lathes in there, and see if I can get them to run. The issue that I have is that these lathes are 3-phase. I don't have 3-phase power here, and I don't have the money to buy a converter or any of that other stuff, so I'm gonna have to do some hillbilly voodoo to get these things to go roundy round. I think we'll leave that for another video, because cleaning that mess up is probably going to be at least a week worth of work. Yeah, and I think I'd rather work on my other two projects, the PT Cruiser and the track wheelchairs in there somewhere. So we'll leave this video here. Remember, don't do what you see on this channel, because I'm stupid as hell. And until next time, use what you got to make what you want. See you guys later.